Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Foggy Lane Garden we are going to plant carrots in a container, and we're not just planting any old carrots. We are planting some seeds that I have had germinating in this baggie. They have been germinating since February 28th. It is now March 11th. That is 11 days. So they're ready to go. Some of them anyway. So what we're going to do, these guys just started germinating. Yesterday I went out and I dug out some compost. 2 little buckets. And we're going to sift some of that compost. I got my little screen here. I got a couple of buckets. We're going to screen a couple of shovelfuls of compost into that, and we're going to take some of this soil and mix in with the compost. This is a tub I had beans growing in last summer. So here's what those carrots look like after, try to do this with one hand, after germinating for about 11 days. These are seeded, these are pelleted seed. So there they are, and you can see they're starting to get their little tails on it. See if I can pick one up for you. Just the beginnings of a little sweetness carrot there. Okay, put these away again and we'll prepare the soil. Okay, we got our little screen in place. It's just a bit of quarter-inch hardware cloth, that's how it is. And this compost is not very dry, so we might end up with some trouble. But we do what we can. We don't need very much. We just need a few shovelfuls, 1 or 2 shovelfuls maybe. Yeah, that's way too much. I'm going to pick out any worms that we find, and we are going to throw them in there. Now, gently bit me. Gently bit me. Just trying to screen out for the big lumps of stuff. So we'll take our time. This is my own compost. I make this is from kitchen scraps and garden waste and so on and so forth. Lots of good stuff in it. There's a lot of manure in there. My breakfast is ready. Eggs Benedict this morning. Now, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this unfiltered stuff. Well, we got a nice little good stuff. Okay, we're gonna go have some eggs Benedict. Be back in a minute. So I'm back. What a lovely breakfast I had. I eat way too much. It's gonna be time for a nap. Food induced coma. Anyway, what I've been doing, Um, I've got three components to this soil that I'm making for the carrots. The main component is this soil that's in this blue tub, which would probably be fine as I mixed it up last year for the beans, and I'm sure there's lots of compost and stuff in it, and it is nice and fluffy. I'm using this soil and I'm sifting it all together, so I'm putting about 2 scoops of this soil, and then I'm using this compost. I'm sifting that in, so I'm using 2 scoops of soil, 1 scoop of compost, and then I'm putting in some of this used Pro Mix. So I'm sifting all that together and mixing it as I go, and we're getting close to having a pot full of it there now, so when it gets the pot full, I'll come back and show you. Okay, I think I got enough soil sifted out there now for them carrots, and here's what it looks like. So that's what it looks like, all sifted. So it clumps together pretty easy, but it breaks up as easy as well. And look, still worms. Throw them over there. So I'll fill up. I got this pot almost full with it. So we're going to fill that right to the top now and put them carrots in there. Alright. Leave it there to cover them over. The really nice fine soil there. Let's take our carrots now and put them in. Pick out a few first. Now, how are we going to get them out of that paper towel and into that soil? One, two, three. We got 14. 14 little carrots. Cover them over with a bit of soil we got left over. Not very much, just a little touch. Now we got a jump start on a few carrots. I don't think you want to plant a whole farm full of them like that. If that seems like it was a lot of work, because it was, might be a bit of foolishness, but my carrot crop this past summer wasn't very good, so I got to do something to get a few carrots. I'll give them a drink of water now, and we'll come back in a week or so and see if they're after popping their heads up. See how it's going for them. Alright. Give me a little drink. $14 gold. Fast forward 6 days and we planted 14 carrots, 14 carat gold, and guess what, 14 of them came up. So 6 days later, we planted 14 carrots. Look how good they're doing. Cute. They should go real nice in that soil. Lots of good stuff in there. Now it's the 29th of March, and this is 18 days after planting, and they're looking pretty good. 14 karat gold, and we even got some volunteers coming from the compost, I imagine. Okay, so that's 18 days, almost 3 weeks. Carrots are growing. So I know what you're going to ask me. Why did you germinate those seeds in the paper towel? And I'll tell you why right now. Because these are the same seeds I bought last spring. And carrot seeds are notorious for not having a long life. So I wanted to make sure before I went and bought more. I bought 2 big packages of these. There's 28 grams of seeds in these. And, you know, there's probably, I don't know, 1,000 seeds maybe. There's a lot of seeds in these packages. So I wanted to make sure that these seeds were still going to be viable rather than throw them out and have a big bunch of carrots growing in the dump or something. But anyway, that's why I did that. And Why did I put them in a pot? Well, why not? Ideal growing conditions. See how big and fat those guys can get. Remember last winter I did a carrot video, and I put them in Pro Mix. Well, I didn't post a follow-up. That was a complete disaster. The Pro Mix that I had and that I'm still actually trying to use, it was just dead. There was no, it won't even grow seedlings. It's being real difficult. I don't know what's wrong with it, if it was frozen or if it was contaminated with something or what, but the stuff just doesn't work. So I figured I'd do this video, and this will be the carrot video 2.0. 2.0. So they're growing. We know our seeds are viable. We'll plant these this year. I'm not going to germinate all myself. I'm not going to germinate 1,000 seeds in a paper towel. That wouldn't be prudent. I got another pile planted in this bed behind me. You've seen that in the greenhouse update video. I planted a full package of these last year, and I got a good yield out of one of the beds because the soil was prepared. It wasn't best yield. There was a bunch of volunteer potatoes came up in it, and that took away some. I had more carrots planted in my big garden, but they were planted in brand new soil that I had just broken. It wasn't worked deep. It was, and I got some carrots out of it, some decent carrots, but nothing like what I should have. That's why I need carrots. We've been eating store-bought carrots, and they're just not the same. These carrots got amazing texture, amazing flavor, and they grow nice and big. So that's why I'm doing the carrots. That will conclude this carrot video. I'll include these in the updates. From now on, I'm going to do an update in the whole greenhouse. But as for another dedicated carrot video, there won't be one until maybe the spring when I go and plant all these in the garden. 14 karat gold. Carrot 2.0. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you came by. I'll see you next time I look at you. I got some more carrots in that bed. Hopefully by June we'll have some nice juicy carrots to eat. And maybe by May we'll have some small ones we can pull. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.